Hi, it's Dr. Doug Curtis.
And Lucy Curtis from Dyslexic and Unstoppable.
We're here to help you rediscover your inner power and become unstoppable. So today we wanted to talk to you about how you respond to your child's report card or scores they get at school, and the importance of figuring out what's going on behind the score. So why don't you explain how this came up?
Sure. There was our son, Felix Alexander, one of his lingering issue with dyslexia is spelling. And a subject he loves is Latin, but it's just difficult. But he loves it, so that's already one battle that we don't have to fight. But the second thing is, he came home and he had a low score on the test, and it's spelling in Latin, and I can't even help it. But we sat down and, I want you to realize, like, the first impression, like, people would say, oh, you didn't study, you didn't do this. So with dyslexics, you have to go further into it and realize, is it because he didn't study? Or is it because he didn't study, it didn't stick in? Or what was the reason? So when I sat down with him and I talked about it, and the teacher wanted me to sign it, I realized that he studied. He said, I studied the whole week, but it didn't stick in my head. So I realized that what he needed was not, for me to be upset with him, but for me to tell him, it's okay, I will help you figure it out. And, then he knows he can come to me, and he has somebody who's watching out for him. So then we sat down, we said, okay, we'll do Latin the same way we do regular spelling. And I emailed the teacher and I explained, like, she already knows his dyslexia, but I explained that we would use the techniques that we learned in Latin. And you got 100. So you need to figure out where the result comes. Is it from not studying? Well, that's a different issue. But if it's studying but not getting it, then you have to change the method of learning.
And I think also from the left brain or the thinker, because my response before we learned all this and really figured all this out, my response would be, oh, well, you need to sit down and you need to knuckle down and you need to go through it 100 times until it's rote memorization, because as a left brain thinker, that's how we learn. And that wouldn't have worked in this case, because he really did try his hardest when he got that bad score. So, and the other thing it comes out for me is talking to your child, because as parents, sometimes we get frustrated, and we that frustration then gets in the way of us finding out what the real problem is, and just taking a deep breath, sitting back and saying, let me find out what's going on, and talk to your child. And by doing that, you were able to figure out what was going on, you were able to help him, and the proof is right there.
Self-esteem.
And the self-esteem, exactly, which is a big part of it, because as we've talked about, they put a huge effort in, and without that self-esteem, they're not going to keep the effort out.
And the connection between being positive and staying positive, and forget, okay, if there's one bad result, okay, it's not the end of the world. But what can we do to help you for next time? And open that communication with a teacher. And if the teacher knows what's going on, they'll understand. They get it. That she's like, okay, good. Like, and he came in and he did his thing. And voila, And it's just.
Yeah. So exactly, just an example of how you can turn a situation that may not have worked out so well, turn around and how to make it really work out for you. We hope this helps you. Let us know what your experience has been with your children and their scores. You can leave us a comment below, and visit us at www.dyslexicandunstoppable.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.